Welcome back, everyone. Well, as school winds down, you're looking for something for the kiddos to do, something that's positive and entertaining, and the Summer Reading Club is a great option. I have Daniel Lichty, the communications manager with the St. Joseph County Public Library, in the house. Thanks for coming back in, Daniel.
Of course, my pleasure.
Absolutely. So we were talking a few weeks ago, and you said summer is actually a really busy time at the library. You have a lot going on.
We have a ton going on. Our children's section in our teen room, especially downtown at the main branch, is always packed. So instead of a cup of coffee sometimes in the summer, I'll just take a walk upstairs into the children's section, walk through that, and it just fills you full of life, right? It's just a great time to be in there.
Absolutely.
It's a blast.
I love that, and it's a safe place and a positive experience for kids. The Summer Reading Challenge that begins on June 6th, is that right?
That's
Talk
correct.
to us about what that's all about.
Yeah, so I mean, summer reading clubs are done all across the country at all libraries, right? But and the primary reason for that is to avoid what we call the summer slump, where while kids are out of school, they tend to lose a lot of the knowledge that they've gained over the school year. So reading just one book over the course of a summer can actually stop that in its tracks and prevent that learning loss. And one of the things that we noticed, though, was that we were getting a ton of parents that were also wanting to sign up for something as they were bringing their kids in. And so we have opened it up the last couple of years to adults as well as children, and we've just seen an amazing response to that.
That is so great, and
Yeah.
it's good too to have something to get away from the screen time, right? Because the books that you can check out of the library, I mean, you're holding a book in your hand and going through that experience, and I'm a big fan of that. So you've got a few books here. Are these a part of the reading club?
So one of the great things that we get to do with our summer reading club is that we actually have like over 100 titles that people can choose from, and then they can get a free book. We have everything from children's books to adult books here, and so I brought some older titles for individuals to we can talk about. But you get one just for signing up, and then if you track one activity in the month of July, you'll get another one in the month of July as well.
What a great incentive.
So yeah, those are two high quality books. We couldn't do it without wonderful partners, so Everwise Credit Union came in and stepped up to help us be able to provide this to the community. This is not taxpayer funded. This is completely and totally sponsored as part of our giveaway.
And those books they get to keep.
They get to keep. So,
wow, that's awesome.
Of course, we'll let you borrow them as well, but we've got some that they can keep. So I brought a couple of titles here for kind of a wide variety. Sure. We've got Orbital, excuse me.
Tongue twister.
It is a little bit. This is actually the shortest book, which is why I'm so interested in it, that I brought with us. Okay. But this is a wonderful science fiction for people that want to focus on the human elements of the future, which is awesome. It's a short list for a couple of awards as well, which is fantastic. We've also got Phantasma. So if you are, I don't know how into romantasy you are, but it's a very popular genre right now.
For the young adult genre?
Yes, absolutely. So think A Court of Thorn and Roses is a big one, and Fourth Wing, if you're a fan of that, this is a wonderful book as well. And then Wicked. I don't know if you've ever heard, there's a movie.
I sure have, Daniel. I sure have. We were talking about how much of a Wicked fan I am, and I've been trying to recommend Daniel watch the movie. I think it's
I appreciate that, yes. I'm not a fan of musicals, but good news, there is no singing in the book. So I maybe,
That's true. You have no excuse,
maybe
right?
2025 is the summer of Wicked for me. Maybe that'll be my era this year. So I can only hope. But these are just some of the examples that we have. We also have large print as well. That's often something that is requested. And we have a ton of teen books, including things like manga and that kind of thing. We have a huge variety.
The point is there is something for everyone, right?
Absolutely. We always try to make sure and keep it wide-ranging, and we have such a broad collection at the library. We try to do that in everything that we do as well.
So there are some kiddos out there that look at reading as a chore, right? It's just, it's true. Some people are really into it. Other people, it takes a little more convincing. But if you find that right story that appeals to you, that you can fall in love with reading, right?
Yeah, it's just like anything else, right? You got to find whatever's best for you and what works well for you. And that is why we have so many titles that come out every year. That's why our collection is so vast, right? It's important that you give people the option in the selection, but we see a ton of kids reading things like Dog Man, right? And you see that movie coming out. And at first there was a lot of hesitancy towards well, that's kind of graphic novel. Maybe that's not really reading. It absolutely is reading. And we just want them to fall in love with that habit and get into the habit of being able to find enjoyment in a book or in a physical material like this.
And it makes you smarter. You learn things, you learn new words, and when you're in, plunging yourself into that world, it's just
it's an escape from things, which I think is fantastic, and the amount of information that you retain from a book versus a screen is different. We're all different learners, and we need a good broad mix of all of that, and so this is just another avenue for that.
To be clear, this is going on for all of the branches at St. Joe County Public Library, right?
That is correct. So you can actually start to sign up now for our Summer Reading Club, and then after June 6th. So on June 6th and then after, there will be books available at all the branches for you to go and pick up as part of your free gift for joining Summer Reading Club. And you can come back in July, and as long as you've tracked at least one activity during that span of time, you'll be able to get another free book as well.
We got to take this full screen because we have to mention the big party coming up. Talk to us about that. That's going to be a lot of fun.
Yeah, we're thrilled. So we're actually doing a block party this year. So we actually were able to close down some of downtown. So it's going to be on a first Friday. So June 6th, we are going to be having it from 4:30 to 7:30. We're going to have food trucks, music. There's Chalk the Walks. We have some chalk artists that are going to be working on some stuff downtown, which is really cool.
So this year's, the first Friday for the month is dedicated to celebrate reading.
So,
cool.
I'm going to say yes. Right? I'm not speaking on behalf of the city, but yes, it is.
In your heart, that's what it
in my
means,
heart,
right?
It absolutely is. But no, we are thrilled for it, and it's just always such a great event. We have it's well attended every year. We have so many people that come through and pick up books, and so we're really excited to do it again this year.
I love it. So very easy process to get started. Just walk right in and sign up, right?
You can sign up online. You can walk into a branch. Either way, whatever's best for you. But yes, we'll absolutely help you in person.
Awesome. Thanks for coming in, Daniel.
My pleasure. Thank you so much for having me.
Absolutely. We're going to take a short break, and we'll be right back. Stay with us.